Taurus, welcome back to Steampunk Psyche. If you are a returning subscriber, I want to say I love you. I appreciate you so very much. I know you have a lot of choices of tarot readers out there, but I appreciate you coming into Steampunk, okay? If you're brand new to the channel, I'm JT. Welcome in. Make sure you check out the playlist, all right? I'll give you the lowdown. We'll shuffle up and we'll get started in on this general reading. Do keep in mind that sometimes these energies line up with us, sometimes they do not. Also, just on a side note, keep in mind that right before your reading, I always go into your haiku poems. I feel like it's a really cool way to transition right into your reading. So expect your 3 poems first before your reading. If you're patient enough, you'll hang on. If not, this may not be the channel for you. All right, I've already pre-shuffled, but we're going to talk about your categories, okay? We have your current energy, the crossing challenge. We have the foundation. We have the recent past, the possibilities, the near future. We have the self. We have the environment, hopes, fears, wishes, or worries, outcome, and direction. All right, Taurus, give me just a minute to look at these cards, and while I'm doing that, check out your haiku poems. Okay, Taurus, welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed those poems. Hey, listen, anytime we start the reading with this 3 of Swords, it's not what you think. This is not your heartbreak. I feel like there is somebody who tried to detach from you, and now they're feeling the sting, okay? Do keep in mind that there is a little bit of a bite in this reading, okay? There's some cards in here that's got some teeth, but if you're willing, I'm able, okay? Just be patient. We're going to unfold this story because it has a really kick-ass ending, okay? All right, Taurus, we're starting off with the 3 of Swords here, okay? Um, this is the one that goes deep, okay? Someone tried to stay detached, you know, they're catching some real feelings for you, okay? And it's showing in their silence. You know, they're scrolling, they're doing that late night overthinking. Um, I don't know, perhaps some of you, this may be talking about money shifts. I don't believe in coincidences. My phone just went off. So there's definitely like a communication, kind of a navigation situation, okay? But this reading is definitely live. This has got that exploring love, you know, chemistry, the texting patterns, all of this involved here, okay? But take a deep breath. This is going to be tender, okay? It isn't your heartbreak, you know, as punishment. It's like heartbreak as the truth that's finally coming to the surface, okay? Someone tried to detach, distract, you know, they wanted to downplay, you know, what they were feeling about you. And this shit backfired, okay? And I'm going to explain every bit of this, why I feel this way in this reading. It's like, you know, someone ghosted you, they pulled back, thinking that this distance, you know, it would fix maybe their feelings, but I feel like it only intensified all this. Okay, so the masculine energy is definitely replaying your old messages. It's noticing where they messed up. Okay, and the feminine energy, yeah, it's got the you know, I don't want to be the emotional caretaker in any more relationships, right? Yeah, you may have seen something online, you know, like a comment or a photo or something like that that may have stung a little bit for some of you. Uh, for others, we could be talking about, you know, the third party situation here. It doesn't have to be, but sometimes that's the case. But it doesn't always have to be like the romantic type. Here is what I'm getting at. Okay, sometimes family or work can be a part of that. that third party energy. We're talking about like the late night type scrolling, that may have triggered some kind of an emotional spiral for them. I feel like someone wants to apologize, but maybe is fearing, I get some rejection in this. Okay. Now, I'm not sure how that applies for your situation, but I feel like that may be the case for some of you. Okay. As far as synchronicities are concerned, you could be seeing numbers like 313. Okay. This number is kind of associated with like uh, the pain. Okay. That's kind of like redirecting. It's redirecting you toward alignment. It's not talking about loss here at all. Okay. But I definitely feel like there's about to be maybe a late night type of a moment of honesty for some of you. All right, we're going to move on into the challenge card. The crossing challenge is your Two of Pentacles. I'm not going to say this with care, not fear, not any of that. This is the emotional inconsistency, that juggling feelings, the responsibilities, usually of other people. Okay, it's got real life kind of energy involved here. Um, the mixed signals, hot one day, cold the next. Someone's definitely overwhelmed, or with their work, possibly money, stress type of energy. Okay, the masculine energy here is the you know obviously, I know you already know this, but just for sake of clarity, it's the avoiding the emotional conversation, by trying to stay busy, or at least looking busy. The feminine energy, she's just tired of carrying all this emotional garbage, right? So this could look like someone checking your profile out, but they're not going to text back, and so in this, you're balancing, healing with this desire, because I feel like there's definitely an attraction. Um, like I said, there's just something about this that's complicating the timing here. Okay, and so kind of get the feeling like maybe Taurus, you might be unsure whether to like stay, be patient, walk away. I don't know. But I kind of sense that maybe somebody is afraid of maybe just, choosing wrong again, or something like that. You're learning to prioritize yourself. So there could be some real mixed conditions involved in that. For some of you, um, you could be seeing like spirit animals, early in the morning. I don't know. It's hard sometimes, but if you've ever seen a fox in real, but yeah, it's like the fox is definitely something that it's strategic, right? It's not deceptive, And so I feel like if you resonate with like the spirit animal, the fox, it's kind of like the universe trying to say, hey, this is definitely about strategy here, okay? And it's yours. It's how you're going to navigate the situation, okay? All right, we're going to move on now into the foundation card, and we've got the moon. Could be dealing with the Pisces energy here. We don't have to be, but we could be. um, this is all about hidden desires. It's I don't know. Someone's terrified at how deeply they feel for you. Okay, it's real life scenario. It's definitely someone's dreaming about you, or I don't know. At least they may not be admitting that to you, and they damn sure wouldn't be telling you what they're dreaming about. Because I feel like yeah. I'm just saying. So the masculine energy has got definitely fearing the vulnerability of the outcome or the situation, and the feminine energy is I don't know, I feel like maybe you're sensing everything, okay, and just saying nothing about it. Could be, some of you might be resonating with that, right? But I just feel like you're picking up maybe their emotions intuitively. Okay, so some of you could really be in your kind of in that psychic source right now, really picking up on the vibe. Okay, um, and so so it's got that fear of repeating past heartbreaks, when those things happen. Okay, it has a tendency to do that. So it's like you're unsure of what's real in this situation. Am I projecting shit, or am I just am I making something up here? What's going on, right? So it's definitely the mixed messages, but I feel like they're intentional. They're scared. Okay, so definitely you being guided by your intuition and not logic. Okay. For some of you, it's definitely shadow work. Okay, it's it's what's hidden, is coming to the surface. Okay, now we're going to move on into the recent past, and we got the Seven of Pentacles. This is all about growth here. This is patience. Someone, I don't know, maybe they realize they screwed this connection up. Okay, for some of you, someone thought they could wait you out. that type of deal. But I don't know. You invested way more than they did, and they know it, right? So the masculine energy is definitely in regret, about not acting sooner, and the feminine energy is just definitely pulled back, to secure some peace. And so it's got that. Hey, I'm rereading those old messages, and I felt the loss, definitely on the masculine side, and I don't know, maybe you're questioning whether or not everything so far, the seed that you planted, is it worth it, right? This could be like, outside sources in this situationship, or this soulmate for some of you who may feel that way. Definitely whoever the person is on your mind, it's there could have been a third party situation causing some type of delays, or something like that. But I feel like, you put your head down in your work, right? Focus on money, focus on, your art, yourself, the things you appreciate, you enjoy, just trying to kind of quietly heal behind the scenes, right? Um, I don't know. I feel like someone is definitely reviewing the past here, literally or emotionally, however that works out. But somebody is definitely looking down, at the situation, and evaluating their next move, how to approach you. Okay. So now in the possibilities, we've got the Nine of Swords. I'm going to give you a soft landing on this one. It's like, you know, I'm going to unpack this the best that I can. This is anxiety. It's not doom. All right. It's like someone definitely overthinking, to the connection, whether that's you or them, to the point of insomnia. I can't fucking sleep. I can't stop thinking about you. You're on my mind all the time, right? Checking your profile at 2 in the morning, type, delete messages, that same kind of energy. But I don't know. The masculine fears like they're going to lose you here, and the feminine on the opposite spectrum is definitely, I don't want to repeat any old patterns. So it could look like someone's jealous, but they don't admit it. You know, uh, you know, in part of that losing sleep, it's I imagine you with somebody else, right? And perhaps you're mirroring that same energy, right? Someone fears, maybe I've waited too long. I should have reached out. I didn't do this. I should have done that. But I don't know. There's definitely a breakthrough that's coming, after this kind of this insomniac kind of a breakdown, right? You're just afraid of being hurt again, and it's understandable. I don't know. Your emotions are rising to the surface, and about to release them. So that's definitely in this card. All right. We're going to move on now into the near future. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus. This is all about emotional openness, vulnerability. It could represent a heart-to-heart moment as well, someone finally expressing how they feel in the situation. It's got that feminine energy that says, I'm not going to lead with fear. I'm going to resort to softness again. Open up that heart chakra, let that energy, melt the masculine. That way when they see your compassion, uh, in hopes for that confession, right? And in doing so, maybe that person admits that jealousy, or that, or it could be that the emotional, intimacy there is going to deepen when this happens, right? So it's got that, a healing conversation that's going to, maybe clear up some confusion for you, feeling seen, feeling understood. I don't know. This has got that emotional validation that you're looking for. Okay. Some of you could be just kicking back, chilling with some old 90s tunes, R&B, right? I don't know. Someone's definitely in their feelings about you, and that, softening the heart with music, right? It's the best way to do it. Uh, Writing, it's all about timing here. So just take your time with it. Be patient. We could be talking about, like, during the Venus transit for some of you. Okay. If you resonate with, astrology or something like that, that could be a significant time frame for you here. All right, now we're going to take a look at the self. We got the Two of Cups. This is, I'm ready for real partnership. I'm ready for collaboration. I'm ready for reciprocation, mutual, emotional safety. Okay, and this is the someone that we're talking about here, who's definitely choosing you, and I feel like you're going to know. It's going to be clear. This is, I agree. I am in agreement here. Okay, um, this is attracting soulmate level energy here. The feminine energy is definitely open to receiving love, and on the opposite end of that masculine energy, I see you as my person. You're my baby girl, right? I see you. I get you. I want you. I need you. This is definitely healing from all the, the type of attachment wounds, karmic cycles, that kind of shit. But this is a, I'm ready for emotional honesty here, and I want that. I want that deep connection. I don't just need the surface level flirting shit anymore. I want to align with somebody who's mirroring, my heart, right? I get it. So it's definitely stepping into that romantic, reciprocity here. I feel like for some of you, you could be seeing signs like, I don't know, repeating initials or something like that, something that represents, your soulmate energy is close. You know what I mean? Mirrors, things like that. Just keep in mind, like I said, sometimes synchronicities, they sneak up on us and we're not really paying attention. So keep your eyes open, all right? Some of you could be having a deja vu at this point too, okay? All right, in the environment, we got the Hierophant, right? The Hierophant, we could be talking about what? You, Major Arcana, Taurus. This is you. This is someone wanting something real here. This is also someone sees long-term potential. You may see long-term potential in this person. Okay, so the feminine energy. You're definitely seeking that emotional security, and I don't know. We could be talking about like family or maybe some cultural type of I don't know, expectations or influence here upon the relationship. I'm not sure, but you know, or like third party family or something that may have some opinions about this situation. But to me this tells me I want exclusivity. I told you I feel like this person, I want you. I've seen the error of my ways here, right? And I want to earn your trust. Okay, this is the relationship that's official now. It's becoming official. Okay, this is somebody I want to take you. I want to introduce you to my family, to my friends. Uh, you guys get the hell out of my space because she's occupying my time right now. That's what I'm talking about. And I don't mean to be gender specific here, but I'm definitely picking up on masculine and feminine energy here. So I mean no disrespect with he she. As far as synchronicities are concerned, we're talking about timestamps, angel numbers, that type of thing. It's all about the universe aligning, right? And the timing. So we could be talking about maybe like during a holiday or a family gathering. That could be significant time frame for somebody here. All right, we're moving on into the hopes, fears, wishes, and worries. This is your independence. This is the partnership also, and the fear of losing either. I feel like you're about to be done with that story. Okay, the fear of being alone forever. You know, the one that says maybe I'm out of their league, or maybe she's out of my league, maybe he's out of my league, those types of things. This is leveling up, in all aspects: beauty, health, wealth, stability, all those things, the generic terms of that. But this is someone admires your confidence here, and so I feel like maybe you fear of being maybe a little too independent to be chosen or something. I don't know, it could apply for some of you, but and for the like the masculine energy would be on that opposite end, saying um I don't know, maybe I can't match your type of stability that you require. I don't know. So but this is attracting of abundance. It attracts abundance. I'm magnetic. You are beautiful to look at. I feel like somebody here might have some really soft eyes. It's in the eyes here. I'm telling you, as a masculine, when I look at you, I could fall deep. I can go deep in those eyes. um, it's the gateway to the soul. So it's definitely learning your self-worth and becoming more aware of that for you. Okay. um, I don't know. I feel like this is just confirmation. It's like your next step here. Okay, we're talking about maybe, as far as timing concerned, maybe within 3 to 6 weeks, something like that. For some of you, there could be a significant the timeline that matches up with that soulmate, with that person, your person, whoever it is on your mind. Okay. Okay, the outcome and the direction. We've got the Queen of Pentacles now. It's just upgrade, upgrade, upgrade from here. Okay, this is stability. This is commitment. Emotional, financial security. This is that relationship that's going to become grounded and super real. I chose you with clarity. That's the energy. I'm the masculine that's stepping up. I've got you, baby. You know what I mean? That's that kind of energy. Excuse me. It's the feminine energy. That's definitely, I'm ready to receive this love. There's no more fear involved. You know, um, for some of you, it could look like definitely like a promotion, or some kind of a new client maybe arriving in your life, but I'm really kind of leaning towards that long-term loyalty from someone or some person that you've been waiting for. Okay, it's uh it's definitely stepping into your worth fully here, and I feel like that's going to be mirrored for you. Okay, for some of you, synchronicities around this card, around this energy, you could resonate with like the deer. Okay, and the deer is gentle, right? The deer is steady. And it could represent for you love is approaching you. Okay, that steady love is approaching you. So you know, keep your eyes open for them little Bambis, right? All right. This is where I'm saying the reading is showing you there's definitely a connection, okay? And I don't feel like it was ever casual, okay? They tried to pretend it was, right? But the Three of Swords, it's revealing something about them, their emotional truth. It's going to be breaking through. Okay, you had the Moon card, and that's showing all those hidden feelings that's rising within the both of you. Okay, it's kind of that mirrored image we talked about. The Moon definitely brings out the mirrored aspects, the shadow self. So look, stop losing sleep over what they didn't say here. Right, the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. This is emotional reciprocity. Taurus, this is a when you get those two cards together. Let me get that off screen. I apologize. When you get those two cards together, it might as well be twin flame. Some of you may resonate with twin flame. You don't have to see the Lover's card to be a twin flame journey, but I feel like you guys are about to come together. Okay, yeah, I feel like the both of you have been down an emotional roller coaster. You've been on that ride. You've been to the pony show, however you want to express it. I mean, no disrespect, but I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm having a good hair day. I hope you're having a good hair day. I love you. I respect you. This is a hell of a reading. Let me know in the comments how it works out. I want to know if I need to do a part two. I don't feel like I do. Like I said, I feel like within the next 3 to 6 weeks, that's the energy I'm getting. It's like it's committal. I feel like somebody's like saying, baby, you're mine. I want you, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I got you. So, all right, Taurus, I love you. I hope you appreciate this reading. If you do, give it a thumbs up, would you? Let me know in the comments how you like the haikus, if any of those resonated with you, if you enjoyed my approach to the card read, any of that, okay? All right, I love you, I respect you. I hope I get to see you on the next readings, okay? All right, bye-bye.